What's up, everybody? This is Shane from DOLW Dad Talk podcast, and we just appreciate you tuning in with us. Make sure you check out our website, dadslittlewwarriors.com. Check out all of our apparel. We got a little bit of something for everybody. And we always say whenever you're wearing any of our apparel, that you're never alone. We're with you. So check that, dadslittlewwarriors.com. And if you guys like what we're doing, make sure you like the channel and subscribe to it. And if you have any questions or comments or any topics you'd like me to discuss, feel free to leave them below. Thank you guys, and keep on tuning in. What's up, guys? Welcome to Dad's Little Warriors Dad Talk, and this is season 2. And here, season 2, we've been bringing on dads onto the podcast, and I kind of took a little break. Had a little bit of a rough stretch the past couple weeks. I recently lost my grandmother, which was a huge part of my life. And kind of coincidentally, our dog passed away the same day that my grandmother died. So it's been a little rough, man. And not many people knew that probably about a month and a half ago, I kind of hit a point to where I was like, man, I really need something. I need to feel something. I need to feel some good adrenaline. Over the past year, I've had every piece of adrenaline besides good adrenaline running through my body. A lot of change, and I needed something. So, as crazy as it sounds, I decided after, pretty much my whole life thinking it was really cool, I decided to try out bull riding, and I got Sam on board. It wasn't too hard to talk her into. I mean, obviously, nobody knows better than her the stuff I've been dealing with over the past year. We've dealt with together and everything, and she was really supportive. I don't know if she was trying to call my bluff or if she just knew that I needed something, man. I've always kind of been an adrenaline junkie. I'm hands-on into stuff. But, yeah, man, it was just something I kind of want to talk about. And instead of this episode getting another dad on here, just kind of want to, share some stuff I kind of been going through. They were just the past couple weeks. My grandmother was a huge part of my life. I definitely considered her a second mom. Me and my cousins and everything like that were pretty much raised, by her. We didn't go to daycare. We didn't do any of that stuff. We went to Mom's house, So that was a tough one. My grandfather passed away. I don't know. It's probably been about 5-6 years, maybe something like that now. And her health kind of went downhill a little bit after that happened, which is kind of to be expected. It was something you can't prepare for, even, as much as you think you know what's going to happen. But happened kind of quick, not it was expected but unexpected. Nothing can prepare you for that. And then literally same day, within, hour or 2 hours of getting the phone call, we noticed that Annabelle, our little Yorkie, wasn't coming downstairs. Usually, if she sleeps upstairs with Lulu or somebody, she'll end up coming down with her, and she didn't come down. We were doing an in-home therapy session with Lucy, and Lulu came down. And then after the therapist left, we were kind of like, where's Annabelle? It's kind of weird. She must be sleeping pretty hard. And she was. So, it was just kind of a rough time. We unfortunately, we've been through so much stuff that not too much shocks us. I don't even know if I can honestly say that it's really sunk in that my grandmother's gone. It's been tough. And then, the dog is just like another family member. So it's been an interesting 2 weeks. I guess it was it's 2 weeks from today, which is a Thursday. I don't know when this will air, but they passed, and then my grandmother's funeral was Friday, the following Friday. So it was a little rough, man. Kind of went through a little bit of a shitty patch there. Trying to keep it together. Still having to deal with Lucy and stuff like that. Um, yeah. So we've been surviving and not thriving here lately. But but enough with the soppy stuff, man. Let's get down to the real deal. So, um, kind of lost all my hobbies over the years. And that's a big thing, I think, when it comes to dads and just guys in general, man. You need something. You need that out. You need something to do, to kind of take your mind off of things. And decided to pick up bull riding. So, something I've always wanted to try. Never had the opportunity or chance to with my business and all that stuff going on. And I wanted it was one thing I wanted to do for myself. You got to do something for yourself. Obviously, you got to keep your family in mind and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I don't really get to do too much. So this was something for me. When I signed up for this school, it was a 2-day school, Saturday and Sunday. I didn't do it for somebody else. I didn't do it for Sam. I didn't do it for the girls. I did this one for me. This was man versus beast. Of course, one of the most dangerous sports in the world that you could possibly do. Not saying I'm going to make a career out of it, but let me tell you, man. I went to a place up in Jersey called Luck at the Draw bull riding school, and it was really cool. It was a shitty weekend, man. It was, the weather around here in Maryland has been just terrible. Rain, rain, rain. It's been cold, and I thought Saturday was going to get canceled. I was kind of like, man, yeah, this sucks because like I've been looking forward to this. I started to kind of train and work out a little bit. Me and Lulu had a little workout routine in the morning and stuff. And I was just so pumped about it. Like anybody that I talk to, I'm like, dude, I just can't wait. It's just something that I really, really wanted to do. I can at least say I did it once. If I go there, I do it. Whether I do one day, both days, whatever, I can say that I tried it. I did it. Check it off the bucket list, and I'm good, or I want to do it again, which that's what I was kind of worried about. So Saturday didn't get canceled. It was on, and I guess that's where they kind of get the term cowboy up or sit in the truck. We went in there Saturday. It was nasty. We did a lot of drills and stuff like that, which was pretty cool. Did a lot of that. Got a lot of mechanics down, everything like that, and they let us ride one bull, which typically I guess you ride two bulls on the first day. I get to ride this bull, man, and I'm like, man, what the fuck am I doing? you know, there really wasn't any doubt or backing down. It was just kind of like running through my head. I'm like, I'm getting ready to fucking do this. Like, I'm gonna ride a bull, and sure enough, I'm probably like, I don't know, maybe number three riding, and get this bull loaded up in the chute, man. And they're like, all right, man, it's your turn. Go ahead and jump on. And of course, me, I do a little bit of research, and I've been watching rodeos like my whole life. And I'm like, all right, man. So I jump up and climb up on the in the chute and everything, get ready to sit down on the bull, and I'm like, holy shit, this is fucking real. Like everything stopped. Like I didn't worry, I wasn't worried about Sam. I wasn't worried about the girls. I wasn't worried about, Lucy's stuff. I wasn't worried about what happened. It was the first time since Lucy was born that like everything just went blank and it was just me on this fucking bull. So I sit down on this thing, get situated and everything like that, get the rope, get my hand in the rope and everything, and I'm fucking shifting. This bull's trying to like, kind of lay a little bit down on its side in the chute, and I'm shifting and pushing and everything like that, and trying to remember the, 18 million things that he showed us when we were doing drills. I couldn't fucking remember nothing. So, I get my hand strapped in there, lean over, pump my chest out, stick my head down, and he's trying to spit stuff in my ear, the instructor is, and I'm just like, fuck it, dude. I just give the nod, and we take off out of the chute. And like me, I feel like this fucking bull is doing 800-mile an hour and jumping 80 foot in the air, and this dude's just trotting around inside the arena. But let me tell you what, man, that was one hell of an experience. I got all fucking muddy, ended up, slamming down the mud and everything like that. It was definitely something to remember. So we go back, I'm all pumped up and everything like that, and I go home, get situated, get ready to go, wake up Sunday morning, and I'm like, holy shit, man, my fucking thighs and my groin, inner thighs and everything are burning. Not to mention, I was the second to oldest guy there. There was an older dude that was there. He bet his buddy. His buddies bet him that he wouldn't go or whatever and everything like that. He was like 56 or something. And I was the second oldest guy in the class. It made me feel good. There was kids from 12 years old all the way up to 56. This guy was. So get in there, go in the morning, feed the horses, do all my routine, everything, ride an hour up in Jersey, and get there. My buddy, my dude, 56-year-old buddy, he didn't make it. He didn't show up for day two. But man, I know how I was feeling, and somebody, almost 20 years older than me, I know he was hurting. He took a pretty hard fall Saturday, and but man, it was awesome. Sam's mom came up Sunday. She got there before Sam and them did, and she got to see me ride my first ride. Man, I got thrown on my fucking back. It was awesome. I'm definitely gonna go back and try to get my revenge back on that guy. His name was Wasp. He was pretty nasty. If you guys will look on my Facebook and everything like that, you can see he's got his. When I got bucked off and I'm laying on the ground, it looks like he's right over top of me, and his back legs are like over top of the fence of the arena. He was pretty wild. But yeah, man, it definitely is like the biggest adrenaline rush. I have a buddy that got me hooked up. I got a buddy that got me hooked up with the school and everything, and he's like, man, he's like, it's the biggest rush you'll ever get. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it definitely is like one in a million. Like, you won't find anything else to make you feel the way this makes you feel. And I get it, man. Now I get it. You just got to get on one and get that feeling. Um, but I think I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna do it again. I was kind of skeptical at first, and then the more I talked about it, think about it, and replay it in my mind, and watch my videos back to back to back, Sam's cool with it, and it's just something, man, that just clears your mind from everything that you have going on. Like, pretty much, long story short, is you guys gotta find something, man. I don't care what it is. I know guys that race RC cars. I know guys that ride dirt bikes. I know guys that freaking cook. Like, you have to find something that gets your mind off of that day to day shit that just weighs on your shoulders big time. It's something that you can do on your own, whether you're doing it with buddies or whatever, but like, you are in control and you have to think, react, and feel what's going on. I am by no means telling everybody to go out and jump on a fucking bull. Like, that's not the message of this. That's just what worked for me. The stuff we've been through, the trauma I dealt with and deal with all the time, and just the huge change in our life and lifestyle. Um, this is what works for me, and it's it's kind of scary because, like, I think I'm addicted to it. I think, like, by no means making a career out of it, but I'm gonna have to. I feel like I'm gonna have to do it, like, every once in a while. Jump on a bull. Um, it's just something you can't explain. It's just that feeling, man. But you have to find something, man. So that's what I really wanted to do. I've had a lot going on with, my mom passing and the dog and all that stuff, and just our normal day to day. That's crazy anyway. Um, Everything kind of fell in this like pit of like right before I was getting ready to go into the bull riding school, and such a shitty situations. Couldn't have been at a better time because I just channeled all that stuff up, and I'm just like, man, I hope this does it. And it did. It did. So cool, guys. Well, I appreciate you tuning in. Um, Not our typical season 2 talk with dads and everything, but I took a little bit of a break. I'm gonna get back on it. Hopefully next week I'll be getting more dads on here, get everything set back up. I just need a little bit of time to kind of get my shit together. Get through some family stuff, get through my bull riding stuff, where I try to keep my head clear, and we're getting ready to get back at it. So make sure you check out the website, dadslittle.warriors.com. We got a bunch of good apparel on there, hats, t-shirts. We still got some hoodies left of our winter stock and everything like that. So make sure you get that before the weather turns. And we'll see you guys on the next episode.